if we could address you directly right now?
Everything comes full circle.
That's number one.
I don't tell him what questions to ask me.
There are a lot of people around town that have the same question.
Brush my teeth. I'm a good wash in the morning.
I can't confirm or deny.
You know, just keep going a little bit longer here, Mike. Keep going a little bit longer.
Oswego, W249BC Mattydale, W261AC Oswego, WTKWHD2 Bridgeport, ESPN Radio.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters.
Oh, there we go. There it is. Ooh, look at that ad on the side of our Q Sports Talk page. I don't know if we see all the same ads on the side of the banners, but it's Roman Reigns for the new WWE video game. Hell yeah. I'd make you all sit here and listen to me play that for an hour if I could. Hello! Hi, what are you guys doing? What's going on today? Nothing? Okay, bye. Just kidding. It's the Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1 Tuesday. Oh, I thought it was Wednesday. It is not. You might think it's boogers, but it's not. It's a Tuesday, and we're here in a nice, lightly snowy day. What does that even mean in the middle of March anymore? We're done. We're done with that. It's almost April. So then we can do the April Fool's jokes. It's snowing out there. April Fool's. No, it still is. No, it really is. But that's all right. We don't mind. We're nice and warm in here, broadcasting live from the Harding Rosati studio, hanging out with you guys. Hello. Would you like to call in today? You can. Got about an hour to do so. And then you got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Real Estate Agent of the Year, Brian Higgins. Got the best banners on our Q Sports Talk chat ads. If you are headed on over there to watch us on Twitch, you will see those there, as that, like I said, is our Q Sports Talk Twitch channel. And we got a bunch of you frickers over there today. Let's see. We got over there today, Florida Guy, Gavendo, my mom, Syracuse, Stickers, Syracuse, West Monroe. A lot of the, whereas on the morning show, they're sports show manners. Oh, boy, is it me just smashing a stool? Because a lot of the names here on our Q Sports Talk chat are much different than the morning show listeners. They bleed over here onto our Q Sports Talk channel, our Twitch. But you see a lot of like Cuse names, Syracuse, Cuse this, Cuse that, and much less here as opposed to over the K-Rock Morning Show Twitch channel, much less Cody's Little Dong names. So, and Did You Poop Today is a name that's on our. So, it differs. Oh, they just went down the wrong pipe. Oh, I just inhaled that. Oh, how am I not dead? Oh, it's a Tuesday. We're just going to ramble a lot today. But we will also discuss the bracket that I didn't discuss yesterday, which would be ours on the sports show. A lot of you were very nice enough to hop on over and sign up for that. So we'll see who's in the lead in whatnot with that today. We'll also do some wrestling, mostly wrestling. It's a Tuesday. We had another fun Monday Night Raw leading up to the road to WrestleMania. We've got early betting odds for the games Thursday and Friday. We've got the teams left, how they are ranked via ESPN. I will rank them myself. Let's see. I've got other wrestling news we can discuss, other college basketball things, some interviews from people involved in sports and not involved in sports. With sports entertainment, you know most of this we won't do. You know how that all works. But all of these things you could end up seeing today. So, or if you want to talk about anything else that I didn't to say that I would chat about, you can do so by calling 315-437-7644, even if you are an angry dad and you want to call and yell about the treatment of your kid. You could do that. 315-437-7644. More importantly, Ralph says, let's go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, all right. So I forgot that how I actually wanted to officially start the show is I wanted to maybe look smart. So what I wanted to do, I forgot my new phone doesn't put my photos in my photos, but the screenshots in a thing called screenshots. But I wanted to look wicked smart and do this in case this works out really well for later. I can then go back and be like, I know everybody's so surprised. I told you as breaking news, guys, within the last, hour or so here. Yes, I did say breaking news as a commitment from a quarterback has come in this afternoon. A flip from Bill Belichick's Tar Heels. What? As we have now got a commitment from Zaid Lott, who is by far and away one of the better choices to play quarterback for the Syracuse Orange. And I am so excited to have him commit to Fran and the team. Winners get washed, and he's coming home to the Cuse, and he's going to be amazing. There, I left that part there for clipping's sake, in case that's actually what happens. In all actuality, we did flip him. I don't know who he is. Not going to lie. I like to be up on these things. He went to Providence Day School, so like high school or something, and he was going to go to North Carolina. And now we have flipped him. Zaid Lott said it right here. I am forever He didn't say any of that. He did say, I am forever grateful to finally say that I am officially home. And he put 3 oranges after. So, quarterback of the future, Zaid Lott. See? So, as guys leave the basketball team, men are joining the football team. I said that wrong. Son of a bitch. As boys leave the basketball team, men join the football team. Yeah, we did have another. In case you're working today, because that's what most of you do. I mean, I guess there is this as well. Chance Westry's gone. All-time Syracuse great Chance Westry. Gonna be heading on out, hitting the dusty trail. Our 4th member into the transfer portal. Good riddance. How will we ever make up these 4 guys' like 8 to 11 points a game between 4 guys? How will we ever do it? I don't know. Let's see here. What do we got here on our Q Sports Talk? What do we got here from Gavendo? Oh boy. Oh, geez. NCAA and Raleigh police have launched an investigation into UConn's athletic department. Oh, boy. You know what? I did hear something about that a member of the videos or a member of the media caught something from Hurley or something. And then, UConn's director of men's basketball communications, Bobby Mullen, then said that he would ruin the reporter's life if the video was not deleted or taken down because he understands how the internet works. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the internet works. Once you take something down that you put up, it's gone forever. kids. Learn that lesson the very easy way. Absolutely. So that's an interesting little fact today. I did hear a little bit about that, but I didn't dive too much into it. So that's cool. We'll find out what goes on, man. It always happens with these big college programs. Danny Hurley, and then all of a sudden he will accept a job too. He will accept a job to the NBA as soon as he can, I bet. But right, yeah, if coaches yelling at media is illegal now, I wonder. But no, so yeah, it's a fun day of kind of random, interesting facts here and there around the sports world. Guys leaving the transfer portal. I didn't check between this morning and later. I did check this morning to see if any big names are in the transfer portal. If anybody knows any of the big names that are in the transfer portal that I may be overlooking, feel free to let me know. But as of right now, I'm not seeing much other than a big name in the fact that the name is big, and Scottie Pippen's kid leaving Michigan, which I get that you want to get out there and, you might not be happy with your situation, but, bro, you're in the tournament still. I wasn't really paying attention to Scottie Pippen's kid. I don't think he played all that much. But, bro, you're in the tournament. You can't wait. It's not going to close the portal before the tournament ends. That just seems kind of like a douchebag move. Yeah, I know we're in it, but I'm not even going to be there for moral support. You guys have a good time. My dad has millions of dollars. I don't need this. Oh, well. But I think that's it. I saw a guy named Nick Pringle. I forget where he's from, South Carolina. Not looking to be a Gamecock anymore. You know why I said that last statement. It allowed me to say a word. But yeah, I don't know who the hell Nick Pringle is, but good luck to him as the transfer portal, I guess, heats up and you got guys. What was that quote that Fran said about being a snake? Get out or whatever. But Scottie Pippen's kid, get out of Michigan. But isn't it weird? I like that Scottie Pippen's kid was wearing a Michigan Wolverines uniform, and I'm pretty sure that aren't they sponsored by Nike? So he had Michael Jordan on his chest, a Pippen Ed Jordan on his chest. Interesting. There's something to say there. Either way, all right. Let's pop over to just more random college news. Hold on though, I must do this. You don't know what that is on the radio side of things. Twitch, you saw it. I got a tickle in my throat. As last night, unfortunate news, I did fill out a women's bracket, and I did have USC kind of going pretty far here. I don't know if you saw it last night. Most of you probably know her from, is it the State Farm commercial that USC's Juju Watkins is in? But last night, just a terrible injury. She was running down the court, probably going to make a sweet basketball move and just crumpled here and ended up tearing her ACL. Juju Watkins, one of the biggest stars in all of basketball, men or women right now.
Iriafin on the switch, tied it up, took it away. More great defense from the Trojans, and Watkins goes down hard, and she's grabbing her right knee, quickly grimacing in pain. Juju's face telling the story and being carried off the court, opposite end from the USC locker room. We're back at USC.
That's too bad, man. She's obviously going to be out for however long it takes ACLs to heal now, and hopefully there's nothing else wrong. They found out, was it earlier today or late last night that's what it was. So that's a shame. Rebecca Lobo, remember her? All-star UConn player and a former WNBA great. She was sad just like the rest of us. I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, I'm such a huge women's basketball fan, but I like to watch when the stars play as a casual fan. So that's a shame to watch Juju go down, as Rebecca Lobo also agrees. So me and Rebecca have that in common. That and being very tall.
Here was reaction from our Rebecca Lobo.
Just heartbroken for this young woman. This is the time of year that every college athlete looks forward to. This is a Juju Watkins and a USC team with a realistic chance to go to a Final Four. A healthy Juju Watkins and a USC team with a realistic chance to win a national championship. So I'm just heartbroken for this young woman, for her coaches, for all of her teammates and USC fans. I think all of us in the women's basketball community were really looking forward to a potential matchup in a regional final between Juju Watkins and Paige Becker. She's one of the most electrifying players we have right now in the women's college game. So my heart just certainly goes out to her and her team.
Yeah, and what also sucks about that, and what I mentioned about, being a casual fan, which I am, I'm not going to lie, but I liked watching the stars. In the last few years, it seemed like the stars were aligning, if you will, for women's college basketball. As each year, there seemed to be like a mega star that would kind of elevate the next level of the women's game, as it helped elevate helped elevate the level of women's college basketball as well. In their final years, talking about the Texas guard and the UConn guards in there, and Juju Watkins, and you had obviously Caitlin Clark last year helping make things look great, and Angel Reese with her crazy comments all the time. However, her McDonald's meal, top notch, order that. But yeah, and it's a shame to see a star. I don't know if she was going to leave school and go in the NBA or what, but it's just for a league that really wants to make itself something, and is making pretty good headways and getting there. It's a shame to see Juju Watkins go down. I did fill out a bracket, though, like I said, for the women's. Oh, for women. Where is it? Do I have it in here? Where is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I did fill out a women's bracket. Want to chat about that for just 1 second. I did have USC in a Final Four with UCLA, along with South Carolina and Texas. And I don't know if how that's gonna go now, because I had USC upsetting a Kentucky team and a UConn team. So that's a shame. But either way, should be a fun last few rounds for the women's NCAA Tournament of Champions to figure out the bestest woman of all of the major championship sporting women of athletic prowess. So we'll see how that goes. I think there's actually games on right now. They have games on in the middle of the day on like Tuesdays and stuff, so that's always fun. How's about this? Welcome back. Talk a little more shooty hoops, and then we will tackle and grapple. Tackle and grapple with shiny spandex on, as we're talking wrestling later on in just a little bit. Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. Hi, ball. Guys, Paulie himself was just in the window. What? Nah, he was on the other side of the door. I wouldn't be able to hit him. Sneaky bastard. All right, let's see. What are we going to come back with? Oh, I still have that on there? Oh, let me take a picture of that, Matt. Because I add that to my list of requests. Oh, I can look it up tomorrow and add it. Ministry? I know Ministry. Ministry of Darkness? The Undertaker? No, I'm just kidding. Cody Mack. Yeah, let me do this first. Oh, yeah, baseball starts Thursday. I should make a baseball league, and then we do a baseball draft like tomorrow or something if I can fill it. I should make that tonight. Should make myself a note. I can't spell. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, I got time.
ESPN 97.7 and 100.1. Watch live on QSportsTalk.com. This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
I'm talking like the gentleman in the song. I don't have a sexy accent like them gents at all, man. If I had a sexy Australian or British accent, I wouldn't be here. Probably doing porn. Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. 315-437 7644, broadcasting here live. Thanks to DVOffers.com. Powered by Drivers Village in Cicero. What's the next stuff we got coming up? I don't even know, man. There's not really anything here. Sports, I know that a lot of you know about the Darryl Strawberry thing we got going on here. I want a picture. I got to remember to give somebody here a picture of Darryl Strawberry as a Simpson for him to sign for me on Friday. And then, although we are like, yeah, there's sports, but less than a month away from Metallica, so everybody get ready for Metallica up in the Dome. They'll put on a good show, unlike Syracuse basketball. Ridiculous. We're here hanging out, like I said, Tuesday. QSportsTalk.com. That would be the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/QSportsTalk.com. I speak good words today on a Tuesday. That doesn't bode well for the rest of the week. Big ups to everybody hanging out in there as we're talking shooty hoops for another couple minutes, and I will hop into the squared circle. Bing, bing, bing. That was my wrestling thing. So, that. Yeah, Kev, yeah, a lot of people are saying acoustic better be fixed for Metallica. I heard the Chili Peppers in there, and oh crap, now I forget who opened for them, but the Vines, something like this, that, and it was whatever. It was like one of those British bands, and theirs was a little bit iffy, but the Chili Peppers sounded great, I thought, and then I heard mixed reviews for Pink, but mostly great. So I don't know. I have no idea how that's going to go. I would imagine that somebody like Metallica, and for how much his Lars complains about things, he wouldn't accept if the sound wasn't good. So, I don't know. Fingers crossed, man. Hopefully you see you guys up there. I'll be up there either at the pre-show for Anvil over at the Song and Dance or Metallica. I would like to tailgate for Metallica, so hopefully we have a tailgate thing set up. That'll be enjoyable. All right, back over to Shooty Hoops as ESPN. Where did that go? What did I do with that? ESPN did some rankings of the teams that they thought were left in this NCAA tournament, who they thought the 16 teams were by like a power rankings. And I agree with some of them, but not really, because they've got, an Arkansas down there, they got it ranked by, seeding with them being the bottom at 10 type deal. They've got Maryland in the middle, stuff like that, Michigan. But I'm going to do my 5, I think. My top 5 teams left in this. I'll do 10. Why not? Because I think at number 10, I will put an Arkansas at 10. What do you think? For teams that are left in this, that'll battle Thursday and Friday in the next rounds in the Sweet 16. And then I'm going to go with a Maryland team, which we will find out why I like Maryland here, even though they're only at the 9 in my top 6 or 10 teams here. And then BYU, the sharpshooting white folk at number 8. And then I will go, I want to say here, because they're all the way up here at 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to go Michigan State at 7 and a Michigan team right behind them at 6, because then for my 5, I'm going to put Auburn 5, Alabama at 4, and then Duke at 3 till they prove themselves, Florida at 2, and Houston at 1 till they prove themselves. Leaving out Tennessee, who I've seen them falter in a couple big games this year. I'm not convinced yet. Kentucky, same exact reason. They battled each other, so then I will be convinced, I guess, right? And then at an Ole Miss team that they had a good game against North Carolina, but I'm not really sure I'm convinced. But BYU, man, I think they're going to be a good team. And a Maryland team that I really like now, as the man that hit the buzzer beater for Maryland the other night. Oh, I put it in old, so now I don't have it in here. I was going to play that. I should have played it. Well, it might be in here. Let me see. As, no big deal. As Maryland's dandy of a gentleman, Derek Queen, joined Pat McAfee today, and you can tell when they blank stuff out for when they swear. This is hilarious. Couple minutes, Derek Queen was on with Pat and the boys today, and I'll have to listen because I don't think they swear any more than these times. But if they do, I'll just dump it. Just gonna have to focus in the ADD here.
Obviously had the game winner for Maryland the other evening after being asked by his coach who wants the ball. He said, and we quote,
and they said swears.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Let's go back to that huddle, that moment. Did I just describe it exactly how it went? Is this been overblown, or is that actually how this goes? And how often has Coach Willard said who wants the ball, who needs the ball?
He don't ask that often, but you said it right word for word.
Okay, because we didn't know, because you said in the quote it was MF. We didn't know if you added the in at the end, We didn't know if it was just mother.
Thank you.
Nervous, but instead we obviously flowed with. Let's talk about this Maryland team. Obviously, you're Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Willard's been there for a few years now. Has made the tournament 2 out of 3 years. Whenever you get recruited to come back to Maryland and everything takes place, is this the vision? Is this what Terrapins are possible? And when did you know this team had a shot to make a run in the tournament?
So this was my vision of doing like what I dreamed of, and I figured when we had a shot, probably first game of the season or second game of the season, where we really like came together, gel, like we all came here to win, do something. I mean, it's kind of like a whole new team from last year when they didn't make the tournament, and Coach Willard just like got us like an oil machine, put us together and got us working well together.
That answer, obviously awesome. Just like every time you've been on a microphone, it seems like you give great quotes. It could be something amazing for sports. And your mentality, your humility, your personality, and your ability are all things that are going to make us want to watch forever. So thank you for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Okay, so standard 2 steps there. So that was standard 2 steps.
Mm-hmm. Regular 2 steps, standard.
Ready for the NBA?
Absolutely.
Right, NBA ready.
You can go show some love to I'm from Baltimore. That's why. If you go to md.nil.
Sorry. They were talking there about the if he traveled or not. I don't know. It looked like 3 snaps, but again, ready for the NBA. He's going to be good, Derek Queen, and he rocks the long sleeves. Big fan of that because apparently it's cold inside these stadiums. So that's awesome. Tournament continues Thursday. We continue after this. Huh? See how I did that? Sports show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. Huh? See how I did that right there? You like that? Ooh. Ooh. Go tinkle, man. Go do a tinkle. Oh, that was a good tinkle. You guys are gross. Let me repeat. Steph Curry has a pelvic bruise. Oh, my goodness. I gave your ma a pelvic bruise. All of you in the chat.
your favorite ESPN Syracuse sports talk shows on QSportsTalk.com.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality.
Oh, goodness. And we are back. Sports Show, Cody Mack. ESPN Radio, give your fanny a smack. 97.7, 100.1, 315-437-7644. Telephone call. Get those fingers, those fat little fingers in that rotary phone and dial up. Because I'm sure you're all fired up about something I don't know. Or type it right here on your keyboard on twitch.tv/QSportsTalk.com. And you can chat right there if you want. Whatever you dang well please, as we hang out here on a Tuesday and talk a little wrestling now for the next little bit, because we are fast and furious driving down that road to WrestleMania. Less than a month away. Same day as Metallica, actually, on 4/19. Pretty crazy. That whole week and week around it and week after it is just going to be nuts. There's about 7 or 8 concerts, WrestleMania, the NFL Draft, Metallica, just wild. But we are on the road to WrestleMania. Last Friday night on SmackDown, it was pretty good SmackDown. You had a WrestleMania match being made as Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are absolutely going to tussle. And that's going to be really good, man. Kevin Owens has really good WrestleMania matches, and Randy Orton doesn't have many left. So I'd imagine they put on quite the barn burner. And then you had a couple good interview segments. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, who look like very angry sisters who are fighting over the rich dad's inheritance, went at it. Another match, Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu went at it for the number 1 contendership for the United States Championship with... I guess they made him the new number 1 contender for the United States Championship, Braun Strowman, because of some outside interference. I like that. I like when refs don't hear when someone 400 pounds slams someone else in the ring or hits somebody with a chair or anything else like that. Also, you had CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns go at it in a pretty vicious confrontation. And it's cool when they're overseas and stuff. The WWE, because it just makes things better. I think it makes the shows better. And last night they were in Glasgow, Scotland. I don't think I'm saying that right. I'm never sure because it's not Glasgow or Glass. Is it Glasgow? Oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Either way, man. Monday Night Raw live on Netflix last night opened up pretty phenomenally again. I'm really digging this John Cena stuff with Cody Rhodes. I like the Cena character rounding into shape, although I do have kind of an issue with one of the things he says here that you'll hear here in a minute. But again, I love the crowd, man. Every Monday, you can count on the crowd, no matter where they are, America, your mom's house, not America. They all sound like this, headed into WrestleMania season for John Cena. Listen to those boos. He comes out and stares at this little kid dressed like him. It's got to be so awkward for like 10-year-olds to have a guy you look up to so much just staring at you in disgust. I think it's right there he's doing it. Then he makes his way to the entrance and actually has a couple good points as he has made the last few weeks, although I'll stop it after he says the thing that I want to talk about. But here he is once John Cena gets in the ring, and I had to delete a bunch because they say the F word at him, and he don't like it. That's not where I want to play it at all, but here you go. You can hear him boo. Where is it?
gentlemen, please welcome.
Ready? Ready? Oh, the boos raining down like children's tears. Here you go.
Me, the one guy who actually always tells the truth. Or all of you.
He's saying, who's worse?
Whose best idea is to use profanity. You are the ones who love to watch and rewatch and meme a poor defenseless little kid getting destroyed.
Last week when he made a kid cry, he's right.
I don't need to single out anyone here because you are all horrible people.
Oh, I love that so much. And then he goes on here.
And now that I know that, I am going to ruin wrestling. What? I am going to ruin wrestling for every fan, for every wrestler, for everyone. At WrestleMania, I make history by winning a 17th championship. And I finally force you to forget the name of the fun machine jet flying, woo, Ric Flair. You will forever say the name John Cena.
Wow. Taking shots at Ric Flair. All right, here we go. This part.
I'm going to win that championship. The center of every superstar of this entire business, of every fan in this building, I will win that championship and retire with it. I am taking it home with me and leaving all of you to create a brand new toy belt, because the real one comes home with me.
And now, see, my problem with that is that he mentions earlier it's because he's the one that kind of created this era of championships where he made the spinner belt and everything. But that is almost the exact angle that CM Punk was using when he fought Cena in one of the greatest matches ever in the Chicago match, where CM Punk said, and it was legit, that his contract was up. He's going to win and take the belt home with him. And that's what CM Punk did. And then there was that infamous picture of CM Punk putting the WWE Championship in his refrigerator where he puts his peanut butter, and there was more backlash that he uses refrigerated peanut butter. Now, enter Cody Rhodes, and I wish that I could get a crowd to chant this at me, even though my name's not Rhodes. Just my first and last name. So good. But then also really good in this back and forth promo is Cody Rhodes. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You said you were going to take this away from them. Don't you think you need to take it away from me first?
Oh, and then they almost tussled, but not yet. Not yet. No tussling yet. So that was awesome. I love the back and forth between those guys without even having to put on any fancy spandex with glitter to do so. You had those guys going at it. Also on Monday Night Raw, it was kind of cool. Jey Uso had a tag match before. Everything is just kind of leading up the matches he has to having a confrontation with Gunther afterwards. But this was actually kind of cool over in Scotland. The Usos, one of my favorite tag teams of all time, reuniting, maybe for just one night only, but still pretty cool to see Jimmy coming out and helping Jey Uso.
Who's his teammate going to be? I think 10,000. Wait. Look who's here. Jay's brother. The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and main event, Big Turbo!
And then Pat McAfee yeets in a kilt. Maybe with his genitals flopping around. We don't know, but probably.
Yup, Cole. I hope you got something underneath that kilt. I'm going old school. I might bruise my ankles, brother.
Awesome. Oh, I love the Usos. That's going to be a fun match at WrestleMania. What they're doing is kind of making it seem, because after this, Gunther attacked, and then Jay made a slip, and that allowed Gunther to take advantage. They're making it seem like Gunther is going to be able to take advantage of mistakes that Jey Uso makes, but we're going to be yeeting all over Las Vegas come WrestleMania time. Absolutely. You also had El Grande Americano make his wrestling debut as Chad Gable is doing an American luchador character, and he gets a victory over a Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw by demasking him, which is a big no-no in Lucha Libre, and so it's fun to see Chad Gable with another layer to his character. Then in the main event, you had what they're doing here with the IC title. Braun Breaker fought Penta for the IC belt, and what they're doing is really cool. Is they're definitely leading up to some type of 6 or 8 man ladder match for that IC title, because they are having them defend that, and then things happen, and then a guy comes in and interferes, and then they have a little schnoz, as they call it in wrestling. So that's going to be awesome WrestleMania, even though they haven't announced anything quite yet. However, what they did announce last night on Monday Night Raw was the next Hall of Fame inductee, and what we will do, and we'll talk about that when we come back, because it's an old 90s favorite tag team. Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 on Hardbite 1. Wait a minute. I'm former basketball player Eric Devendorf. I don't understand this word. Are you here to cut my hair for me? That's it. I'm having my dad call you. I've had enough. You're in trouble. Oh, is that the bird brag? Who's in the lead?
Nobody yet.
You didn't even put it up?
It's going to take years.
No, for today's.
Tanya, there's no emu on that bracket. Yeah, there is no emu and there's no chicken.
There's
Somehow left chicken out.
Can you just erase one and put it? I was gonna say just put chicken in there.
Wait, you're advocating for chicken and not emu as well?
I mean, you can if you want. If there's another one you can knock out, but I like emus. I'm a fan.
I watched Strange. Look it up. Really bizarre foods. Over 9,000
I would.
bullets were shot by Australian military members, and only 11 emus were killed. And that's just the first war.
That's your boy, guys. That's your boy right there, guys. Okay, that's your boy. No, what depends on when Cena had the interview on Stern. Was it recent? Because I'd watch that. If there's a recent one, that'd be cool. I'd absolutely watch a recent one. I'll put this over there because I don't need it anymore and I don't want to spill it. Hello? Who's out there? Hello? Oh, yes. Yeah, but what's for dinner? Oh, that's the worst part. Oh, it was last year? Then I definitely did that. And I did see that. I did like it. Cena's interesting. He's just a weird character. He's a weird fella. Oh, my God. Burpee. Most people get burpee from water. I'm Ryan Phelps. There we go.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
No, not that. That'd be fun.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise.
Getting donuts threatening to be thrown at me here. There's violence happening in the Galaxy Studios. What is going on? ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Hello. 315 with Brian Higgins is just minutes away, but we are broadcasting live right now from the Harding Mazzotti studio on a Tuesday, and we just got a couple minutes left. And I think it'd be fun to play this little video that the WWE released because they announced another member into their Hall of Fame, and it is a good one for us nostalgic sons of bitches. It's a 90s tag team, the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon.
Do you feel the walls shaking, the ground breaking?
What happens when you combine two of Earth's most devastating
they're so
forces?
good. I love these guys.
The typhoon splash and the earthquake.
You get a disaster of truly epic proportions.
At a total combined weight of 852 pounds, the Natural Disaster.
In 1991, former sumo wrestler John Tenta, known as Earthquake, joined powers with the equally massive Typhoon, then known as Tugboat.
And when you're the biggest, the meanest, and the baddest, you fear no one.
The two behemoths thundered through WWE, becoming one of the most popular tag teams.
They were two different characters that came together in a tag team, and it just fit.
The Natural Disasters amazed crowds, not only with their enormous size and power, but with their surprising athleticism.
They weren't just lumbering big men. They were big men that could move.
They each stand over 6'7". Together they weigh over a half a ton, and they will be the next World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. Nobody.
That right there, by the way, Jimmy Hart, his favorite tag team, the Dirty Dogs. Just saying.
93, the Natural Disasters disbanded, but their aftershock is still felt to this day.
A lot of what you see in modern big men was kind of pioneered in the 90s by Typhoon, by Earthquake.
My finishing move, which is the tsunami, is of course another natural disaster.
Bronson Reed naming his finisher after them.
It was at the 2024 Hall of Fame when Earthquake's family first received the good news. A storm was coming of seismic magnitude.
Thank you guys for coming. It was too long overdue, and I'm sorry it took so long. We'd like to induct John in the Hall of Fame next year with Typhoon.
You will make some dreams. You will make some dreams.
WWE is proud to induct Earthquake and Typhoon, the natural disasters, into the 2025 class of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Awesome. We don't got time, but I was going to play you their debuts in different organizations because they are much different. Maybe I'll play them tomorrow for you because it was a lot of fun. Natural disasters going into the WWE Hall of Fame. A little nostalgia action to end the sports show today on a Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll do all the stuff we didn't get to today, plus whatever the hell happens between now and then. It's a good way to sum it up, right? Until then, the 3 and 5 with Brian Higgins is next. So get ready, you sons of my guns. We'll see you tomorrow on the Sports Show, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Love you.